Thank you for stopping by another episode here on my channel. For those that don't know, I'm Dustin Hall. I'm a passionate stock photographer, and I'd love to share insights, tips, and tricks with all of you great people. In today's episode, we're going to be talking about what constitutes as commercial stock photography and videography, and what constitutes the editorial side of things. So, let's start with the question, what's the difference between commercial and editorial stock? Simple. One is used to monetize a product or concept. The other documents something. So there you have it. Feel free to go about your day. Keep binge watching YouTube, especially my content. I would love that. But however, on a more serious note, if you want to really understand the difference, watch the rest of this video. So let's start with what is commercial stock photography or videography. Commercial is any media, print, or digitally used to sell, promote, advertise, or monetize a product or service. This could include, but not limiting to, Facebook and other social media ads, billboards, blogs, calendars, postcards, and if you're good enough, even TV commercials, which that brings me to the question of the day. Would you be more excited to see your work on TV or more excited about the check that you would get for it? Let me know in the comments down below. I know which one would be my preference. So, one of the big constraints with commercial stock is that you do have to obtain permission from models and property owners. So you do have to have them fill out the form. The good news is the form's getting easier. Most places have went digitally, but that's still a hassle to get signed. So that will apply to any photo or video where a person is recognizable, even if they're far off in the distance. Property, and we're not just talking a big building. That could include logos, brand names, trademark, and even something that is a recognizable design, such as an artwork or even just graffiti on a bridge, which that entails a lot of things. Now, it's absolutely doable. I do a lot of landscape and seascape photography, but I've done a lot of street photography and have had it approved as commercial. But you have to be really on top of it to make sure that you get it out, that you don't catch the little things that are in there. Because you may remove one logo or a name brand or even a person or two. It can still be a no-go. So put in the work as much as possible. But don't be surprised if the smallest details do get you rejected. Also with commercial, I would suggest checking with your agency you're uploading to for all of their requirements, because I'm covering a lot, but not all of it. Or you can go with the submit and pray method, though I don't think that's the best for the long run, and it's not a cost-effective strategy. Before we talk editorial, it would mean the world to me if you would go ahead and hit that like button. And if you're new around here, hit the subscribe button as well. Thank you so much for helping me grow my channel. So, editorial, on the other hand, is about documenting something. It can't be used to promote, sell, or monetize a product, brand, concept, you name it. It's documenting everyday life, such as social distancing caught during street photography. It could be a political rally. It could be a protest. You name it. Many things fall into this category. And more often than not, it's used by news agencies and organizations to document the event. Since we're documenting, the nice thing is you do not need, and I repeat, you do not need any releases. But there are other rules that you must follow or you're going to get rejected. So for editorial images, they should not be edited. Do not open Photoshop, Luminar, or your photo editing software of choice. Editorial images should not be edited other than a light color correction. The goal here is to accurately capture the scene, and because of this, agencies are more forgiving in the approval process. Also, the title and description and keywords can be different as well. Like on Shutterstock, you must follow this particular format. It must include city, state, country, date, and description. Do note that the city, state, country, and date, try saying that 10 times fast, but they don't have to be at the beginning. They can be at the end as well, but must be included. Some sites, you do have to include a keyword to say that it's editorial. Also with editorial, before I forget, it's a common misconception that ticketed events are editorial. And that's really not the case. So when we're talking a ticket event, that could be any major sporting event, NBA, NFL, golf, women's basketball. It could be a major play or a musical. The only way that this type of event would be accepted is if you upload your press credentials for the event. Good luck on that, because I've not been able to get one. Also, this may or may not go without saying, but don't forget also that you have to select in the upload process that it is editorial. So those are some of the deeper fundamentals and understanding of commercial versus editorial. I'm sure you're wondering which one would make you the most money. To this, I only have to say to try them both and find out. I know stock photographers that are on both ends of the equation and making good money. Thank you for watching another episode, and stay tuned for my upcoming episode where I talk about how to sell photos and videos of branded products as editorial illustrations. So we have a basic understanding now of editorial versus commercial, some of the do's and don'ts. There's a lot more to it than that. This is really only surface level. I always recommend going to your agency's website, as they're all going to have unique criteria. And knowing what those are going to save you a lot of pain, agony, and precious time.